Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it won't. But fuck it. We'll have fun anyway.
But fuck it.
Ooh, and welcome into Numbers and Nonsense. Today, I'm Joe Nolan, and with me, as always, is Aaron Holtzman. And Aaron, we're going to do something a little different today. Bring a little nonsense into the numbers.
Yeah, I was going to say it's Monday afternoon. I'm already exhausted. Daylight savings sucks. I could use a little bit of a game, Joe. Once you said that, I'm like, music to my ears, man.
I'll tell you what, you're exactly right. I'm pretty excited for this one too. I got our buddy Zach into it. He's been sending me pictures all week, but I'm not sure if you've seen this before, but this is a new game that's been going through my super nerdy circles called Subway Builder. And this is a game that it's self-described as like a hyper realistic subway builder. Everything about it is real except for the cost to build, because that made the game unplayable. Because it's disgusting.
At least in America, it's unplayable.
Yeah, so they used European cost to build, but otherwise, it's this really cool interface that you can pick any of these different maps. Obviously, I've been playing in Philly, but I thought today it might be fun if we took a look at Austin and we had a chance to play around and build a little bit of what a subway looks like.
This is so cool. And Joe, is this like online? Is it on Steam?
Great question.
Yeah.
So right now it is only available directly from the developer. This is like pre-beta, I guess. Okay. But it's live. It works. It's on subwaybuilder.com. It's $30. It's going to be on Steam early next year, and then it's going to be $40. But the beauty of this is if you have a computer that can run a YouTube video and Google Earth at the same time, then you can play this game. You don't need
most of our listeners are probably doing right now.
Running this exactly.
Video and trying to find where we are so they can, yell at us.
So I'm not sure. What do you think? Is it better if we do the light?
Cool. Yeah, I think light. Yeah. Much
great.
Better.
All right. So you can see when you zoom in, you get like the 3D level of these different buildings. We can see where this looks like downtown Austin, right? Yep. This is Bat Bridge.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, cool. So that means this is like the State House right here. Yep. So that's like Texas University, right? It's up in this area. Yep.
All right. UT. So now, not Texas University, UT, University of Texas.
My apologies. So what we got to figure out is how do we build an efficient rail system? We're in blueprint mode now, so we can build stations, heavy metro or light metro, build tracks, crossovers, things like that. But really what we need to figure out is where are we going? Yeah. So this is pretty cool. These dots, this is our demand. So these are residents. And this is actually census level data that shows like people and where they're likely to work. So we can see
crazy,
right? So you can see like in this area, here's the different groups of people. And we can see, okay, here's 129 commuters that live here on South Congress. And they go all the way out here. I don't even know where this is. That's way north.
Yeah, Georgetown, Cedar Park. My geography, I've been here for 5 years. My geography is absolute trash. So
right.
Yeah.
So
I apologize to anyone local here with my butchery of, that's just North Austin. Let's call it North.
Yeah. So you can see like there's dots everywhere. I guess this is the connection down to right to San Antonio. It looks like there's a lot of density of residents in here, and then a lot up in here as well.
Like Cedar Park, Leander.
The other side of it is the workers. Where are the jobs? Because people need to be able to go to where the jobs are.
Yep.
So you can see it looks like in Austin, it's all centered around here, the State House and the university, right?
Well, yeah, I would say that's all downtown. Then there's going to be like an area called the Domain, which is a little North Austin, which is a big development. And then it also looks like, I don't know if it's on the map or not, but there's Mueller. That's a new development as well. And there's a lot of new commercial space there, which that might be what that larger dot is up there, like or the university. Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like it's a college campus up here. But yeah, so you can see we got some pretty interesting things I'm seeing right away, right? It looks like there's a lot of people right down in here, and there's also a lot of jobs right down in here. So this is probably
Yep.
where we would want to start at, right?
Yep. Help the locals stay local.
Okay. Is there any rail in Austin right now, or is
There
this just
is.
pure wish casting?
No, there is rail. There are buses. Both are like super underutilized. I mean, it's like I would say it's like a normal American city, if that makes sense. Like
Okay.
where it's very drivable. Like, you wouldn't use public transportation unless you absolutely had to. Joe, I remember when you were coming out to visit one time, you're like, oh yeah, I can just take public transit. I'm like, don't do that. You're going to be stuck waiting forever.
I took the bus. What are you talking about? It worked.
Okay, I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
no,
it was super nice. It went
I've
straight
never,
down
I've never
along the
taken
road. It actually went past the Cidercade that we went to, which I think is
Oh,
like,
that's like
is that
right
like
there.
right over in here or right over in here?
Right over there. Yep.
Yeah,
Right
nice.
to the
We
left
might
of
have
that.
to do a line directly from your house to the Cidercade.
Yeah, we'll have a stop right at my house, right to the Cidercade. No breaks in between. That sounds good
All
to me.
right. So let's do our first station, right? We
Yeah.
had to pick, we're going to do heavy metro or light metro. So this is like based after the New York City subway. You can do 2,400 people maximum.
Oh,
Or
wow.
light metro, it'd be more like your path, right? This is your commuter rail. Up to 800 people can fit on there.
Yeah.
And I
I
think
don't think
since
we'll
this,
be going heavy at all in Austin.
oh, that is where you're wrong, my friend. I think we
You want to
start
go
heavy.
extra heavy?
Just because if this is going to be the trunk of our system, we won't need to have a lot of capacity there. And what I'm imagining
For
is
feeding
like a
in and then
long thing that gets fed in through these different light rails. So we can do single rail, parallel, or quad rail. I think here we're just going to do parallel in a station. And I think we just start here and just go straight down, right?
Yeah. And
And I
honestly,
actually think,
let's do Congress, which I think is a little further to the right, actually.
okay, is that
It
this?
should be that street right there. If you actually just keep going up, yep, it makes a beeline right to the Capitol building. So that's Congress
Okay,
right there.
beautiful. So what I'm going to see here, I'm going to try to do it as an elevated subway. So, if we were to go underground tunnels, that's more expensive. So we can try to contain costs just a little bit. Now we know that there's demand this whole way. So let's just take this. You just drag and drop. So now this is just going to go right on top and make Congress have an elevated subway.
So is that
Now,
kind of
let's say
like is it elevated tracks over the street or is it's not like a
exactly.
trolley, right? Okay.
No, exactly. Think of like your elevated lines that are in New York or the
Yeah.
L that's in Philadelphia.
Or
Now, here's
Chicago.
something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, say we wanted to try to turn here for some reason. Here's something that's interesting. It figures out, oh, crap, we need to knock down these buildings. Here's what it would cost to eminent domain that.
Oh, my God.
So we
That's
need to figure
really
out not just how to
yeah.
build, but how to build without adding a ton of unnecessary expense that it gets rid of the whole reason of us building in the first place.
I mean, Joe, to that point, we could just make it all light and just demolish everything so there's no need for there to be any heavy metro,
Oh, we can do Houston another time. All right. So now we got to figure out what do we want to do at the Capitol. Maybe we do an underground stop here.
Yeah, I think, and again, I feel like a lot of people aren't necessarily going to the Capitol specifically. So it's really going to be where the more taller structures are closer to the river.
Right. Well, there's work people there, right? Like anyone who's in the steakhouse.
Yeah.
So it's going to be tough because we're going to have to go around the Capitol somewhere. What would actually make sense? Maybe there's like a
so you also have a lot more hours in city skylines than I do. So I'm letting you take the lead on this one a little bit, Joe. But and we should definitely have a stop at the Moody Center over there, which is like just up north a little bit.
This guy?
That bad boy. A lot of concerts.
All right, so if we're going to turn that way, maybe what we'll try is we'll put this train station like here, and we'll try to like weave in between these buildings, and we'll cut over from Congress. We'll come up here. And let's just see if the tracks even make sense. So now these are just stations. All right, so that track works. So close. We're gonna have to get a little bit more granular. So if I go here,
piecemeal a track like that, like have it go there and then nice.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you see,
I'm getting city skyline vibes for sure on this.
Definitely. But you don't have to build the city, which is nice.
Yeah.
And you see, it's telling me how fast the train could go on this set of tracks. So that's going to make a difference. So that's max speed. That's still not quite right. So I'm going to have to sacrifice some speed here.
I mean,
but now
it's not like it would get to top speed, because by the time it gets there, it's always slowing down. It's going like what? 1 avenue, 2 avenues.
Right, exactly. Well, and so in the real world, what traffic engineers say is you expect people to walk up to 5 blocks for heavy rail like this. So you would imagine that anyone who's inside of a 5-block radius of here would be willing to go. So that's why you want to go somewhere within about 5 blocks on here to try to make it so that you're catching everyone.
Yeah.
All right. So now you're saying we want to go over here, right?
Yep.
With a station. And what is this spot?
So that's the Moody Center.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where I saw HAR with Kelsey.
Nice.
Saw UT basketball games there. It's a really cool venue. It's that's actually one of the best parts about living in Austin, is that that venue gets a lot of cool concerts, a lot of cool like comedians, shows. And again, it's like right downtown. So you've been to my house. I live about like 15-20 minutes from downtown proper, but you're going from what feels like a very suburban feel to, hey, you have everything you could possibly want in a big city in the span of 15 to 20 minutes.
That's so cool. And it's crazy how fast Austin is developing too. Like, I mean, even just in the time you're there, how many new giant buildings have gone up? What's happened to Rainy Street?
I know. It's it breaks my heart, because Rainy Street used to be such a cool, like, hip neighborhood. I mean, it's still a cool place to live, but all the bars are kind of gone at this point. It was pretty much just a bunch of like single family homes that got converted into like bars and nightclubs. And again, of course, the city's only just allowed for, developers come in, knock them down, just build massive residential buildings. As someone who doesn't really go out as much anymore, I don't really care, but it definitely also makes Austin feel a little less, exciting.
Weird.
Yeah. More corporate, less weird.
Fair. All right, let's think here. So looks like we have a choice, right? We could either go down here and we could snake down. I'm not sure what this is, but go back towards the river. Looks like there's a little park here.
Yeah.
Or it looks like we could go straight down what looks like a pretty big arterial, right? Because you got like all these highway entrance kind of things. And we could just go straight down here. Maybe this is a spur in the future. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if that's 35 or not. Hang on. Can you go back to where we are? No, that's not 35. Yeah. 35 is right to the right of that. That's
so this is 35. Oh, this is 35.
That's 35.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like that's a cute little street there. That's definitely not anything too major. And actually, Joe, if you want to go further north real quick,
okay,
I can show you where Mueller would be. It's going to be
okay.
north and right. Yeah. So actually, it should be like right here. There. We can go south a little bit.
Okay.
It should be like that. Yeah. This whole development here, right to the right. No, to the right.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Is this the old airport?
Yep. This used to be an airport, and they converted. They got a bunch of like builders to come in, and I just want to make sure that is it. Yeah. That's definitely it. Yeah. They had a bunch of different builders come in. And so you have this really kind of cool neighborhood vibe of like urban, suburban living. So a lot of townhomes, a lot of condos, quads, and then also just a number of single family homes. So it's like light density. So it doesn't have like it honestly reminds me a lot of Hoboken, New Jersey.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, looking at it even
when we first moved. Remind
Yeah.
us of home.
Well, I was gonna. You can see what's so attractive, like, but they almost put a green belt around it, which is
Yep.
like an old
Beautiful.
urbanist idea of like, hey, you just have these little isolated pockets with green space around them for the farms or for people to live and separate, everything. And it's such a cool idea, but it ends up artificially restricting the community, right? If you look at
Yeah.
this, you got a nice grid here, but the connectivity is severed in so many places. I have to imagine that you end up with traffic at almost all these entrances because you don't
Um,
have as much grid connectivity as you could in like if
you
just this street
do.
continued here.
Yeah, you do, but that's also all residential. So actually, if you
Mm.
go north a little bit or up, I think your map isn't necessarily due north right now, but
No, no, I'm spinning.
yeah, you're getting me all
I
out of
think it's
whack, Joe. Okay, perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, so there's like the Mueller part that's all residential, and then there's the Mueller part that's all like commercial. So
Mm.
I would say we actually plop the subway in the commercial section because that's where people are going to want to
Okay.
get to,
Yeah.
or and get from.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, and even
So
the residents there, like I know you mentioned the 5 block kind of radius. I wouldn't even put a subway stop in the middle of Mueller proper. I would keep it in the quote unquote main street of Mueller because
okay.
people, I remember walking 7 to 10 blocks to get to the subway back in New York or Hoboken or Jersey City. Um, it wouldn't make sense to have a whole separate stop just for the sake of 3 or 4 more blocks.
Right. No, absolutely. So maybe over here, so we want to somehow connect into Mueller, and
Yeah.
we want to be
So if you
able to
see the
get
more white area, those are the more,
right.
yeah, that's the more commercial zone
Okay.
spacing.
All right. So here's my idea then. So let's go up this street with our heavy rail. It's going to be like our artery, right? This is going to be the beating heart of our network because it's going to have heavy rail, a lot of capacity. And when you're doing rail, you want to try to make sure that it's safe, frequent, and reliable. And if you can only pick 2 out of the 3, make it safe and reliable so that people can plan around it and don't feel like they're sacrificing something for being on rail or
Yeah.
public transit in general. So here, what we're doing, right, is this is a major artery. 5 blocks basically gets you from this highway all the way over to this park. So we're connecting some pretty big density. We'll go back into this demand stats, right? So you see we're going straight down a lot of density here with our heavy rail and connecting it right into where
Yep.
almost all of these big ones are. Now, you could make an argument, maybe we need another rail down here, but that might be another episode. So let's just
Yeah.
let's connect this in because I think what I want to do with your feedback there. Oh, that's so nice. We get to do max speed. Why aren't they already doing this in Austin? All right.
Well, I'll tell you right now. I mean, those residential neighborhoods, I just don't imagine that many people really utilizing them. I mean, it's like any other American city. It's very drivable and it's
Mm-hmm.
centered around the car. So to convince people to not use the car when
It
they've
has to
been
be
doing
better.
it their whole life, yeah, it has to be better. And again, like the other piece too is everyone owns a car. They already made the massive upfront cost. I think the rail or any metro in Austin or any other city that's going to be implementing a form of public transportation or trying to pursue it and push it more, is going to get more buy-in from people moving to that city.
Mm,
Because I think it's easier to say, hey, you can move here and you can sell your cars. And so you're already
absolutely.
going into it with that mindset as opposed to, again, like for me personally, even if this rail system existed, I don't even know if I would use it on a date night with Kelsey and I, unless the rail stop was like at the end of our block, type of a
Sure.
thing.
Well, and think about it this way. I like to think of like having true transportation freedom. The
Oh, for
idea
sure.
of something like this wouldn't be to force everyone onto rail. The idea would be to offer some people the option.
Yep.
Some of them will take it, and then there's less cars on the road for everyone else that chose not to or don't have the ability because it doesn't make sense. But if you could take some of these, people that are coming from, north down to the state house for whatever job they have, lobbying or whatever. That could save a lot of gridlock on some of these more local roads, or even, trying to get into these major thoroughfares cutting through the city.
100% agree. I mean,
So
I think
here,
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say this little line here, which doesn't even cross the river, just a nice start, $800 million to do our 161 million to build the tracks, elevated, 600 million for our stations, and then I had to add some scissor crossovers so the trains could turn around. And we're going to go ahead and build it to give us our first subway. And then what we got to do is create our first line. So we'll is this just the TU?
Or let's call it the capital line, cap. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, the cap line.
I love it. So we'll do the cap. We'll do a square. It's going to be heavy metro. And now we're going to edit our route. So we'll start up here and we'll go down, setting this up to create our stations. And it'll terminate here. So now we've got going from Congress Ave up to 51st Street and back.
That's so cool. This is such a cool. For anyone that plays City Skylines and just goes, I just want to focus on the infrastructure part. I mean, this sounds like a wet dream for that type of a game.
Oh, yeah. All right. So now we get to configure our train cars. Let's start at the 5 train cars per train instead of the 10, because like you said, this is Austin. We're not sure what it's going to be. Now, if we do 1 on this, it'll be 27-minute headways. So 27 minutes to get it done. But we're out of train cars, so we're going to have to buy some train cars.
And when you say 27 minutes, is that like you're at a stop, there's going to be a train coming every 27 minutes?
In each direction, yeah. So it takes 27 minutes for it to go all the way through its route.
Oh, okay. But so north to south, 27 minutes, but gotcha. So if we only have one car, I follow, or one train, I should say, that makes sense. Okay.
So what I've done here is, remember those 3 things you want for transportation: safe, reliable, and frequent. We're going to make it frequent here in high demand, which is rush hours.
Yep.
That's 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. and then 3 p.m. until 7 p.m. Yep. So really a lot of capacity there. Then on those intermediate times, we're going to do 2 trains. And we could do nothing outside. These are like the lowest hours. But, if there's like a nurse or someone who has like a night job, we might not be making money on it. But
like I love the notion of public transit for, hey, we don't have to take an Uber or have a designated driver or anything like that. That was one of the things that made New York City so nice. Was no one, frankly, a lot of people didn't really own cars. None of our friends owned cars. So we just walked and took the subway or a bus or an Uber everywhere. And we didn't have to worry about DDs or anything. And what's happening now, Joe? Our train is coming.
Started our first round.
Look at this.
So we now have our first train on the cap line that is going up north 46th Street, 51st. And you can see right here, it's telling us how many passengers are on it, how fast it's going, acceleration. And you can see here, it's actually keeping track to see how accurate we were.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
And like the timing and everything. So right now, what's
happening?
We don't
have any passengers, unfortunately.
Well, it is midnight, right? So this is a low demand time.
Okay, gotcha.
And what we can do here is now we sort of saw that running. We got our cap line going up and down, and I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Watch it go. And you'll start to see these red circles, which are people choosing to go onto it. And you can see here, we're going to have our train, so we can see 190 people on it.
Hey, nice.
And we'll let this run for a whole day. And we'll see how our first rail line does here.
Oh, back in the red.
It does do each of these different lines is like a different sound. So if you hear that like do 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 do.
Oh, I don't. I wish I did.
Oh, okay. well, I'll turn this off then if you can't hear it, because I'll distract me otherwise. Now, you'll love this. We can do some things. We can adjust the transit cost per
Ooh,
ticket. So
nice.
let's
Yeah.
take it down to try to stimulate some more people to jump on. Great little financial summary. We can see how we're doing. And now we can see on an hourly basis, what are our
Oh,
expenses
that's
versus our
great.
revenues.
Interesting that 2
So,
and 3, and there was a fall off at 4. I guess people were burning midnight oil at 2 and
yep.
3,
Well,
and
and
now we're
now you can
entering rush
see,
hour.
right, our expenses have gone way up.
But that's because we
And
have,
we'll see
2
what
trains
happens with
instead
our
of 1,
revenues.
right? Yeah, or 3
Three trains,
trains instead
actually.
of
Yep.
yeah. Oh, it's
Uh,
rush hour now. Yeah.
exactly. So we can let this run and we can see, okay, is this actually a financially viable way to do it? Do we need to change things around? But usually it's going to take a little bit of time for the ridership to build out. So while that's running, you can see, look at all these people coming
Wait, where's
in.
that? There was, like, one guy going off. Oh, I guess that's, the red dots getting off. Is that what they're doing?
That's people going
Gotcha.
home
Okay.
or getting off to go to a different workplace, right? Coming from their home to a workplace.
And so looking at the game, seeing them go in that direction, that could be like, hey, that should be a natural stop potentially. Right?
Exactly. Oh, and look, there's some
Like,
coming from
yeah,
all the way
so
up
all
here.
the way up there. Yeah.
So maybe this is begging for an expansion this way. But you had mentioned Mueller. So I think what we should do is, while this is sort of running, let's pick out how we're going to get into Mueller and do our first little light rail line. And we
Yeah.
can try to get it so it lines up with one of these stations to make it so that it's an easy transfer,
I
even
would
though it's a
say
different
we
line.
do I would say we do kind of like an arc at the
Okay.
41st Street.
41st Street. So like come here and like come like down this main road here.
So I wouldn't do the main road, so I would go a little further north. See a little green
Okay.
pocket? It's like a little
Yeah,
further
right
north.
down here.
A smaller
Oh,
green pocket, like right there. Yep. I would do right
okay.
there. No,
Right
right
in
there.
here.
Yeah, so that's actually that's where they have their farmers market, I believe, every
Oh,
Sunday. Yeah, and again, bars, restaurants, and commercial.
okay.
That's the commercial side of the neighborhood. And again, everyone from the residential side would have no real issue going to the commercial piece there.
Right. They're already planning to go there for whatever reason. And it makes that much easier for someone who's maybe not in Mueller to be able to take advantage of the
Exactly.
market. And look, we got
Because
people
again, if
already
you're trying
coming
to
from all
get to
the way over
Mueller,
here.
yeah, look at that. Yep.
All right. So we'll
Because again,
keep
if you're trying to
this.
get to Mueller, you don't want to go to the houses. You want to go to the bars, restaurants, or whatever whatever offices there are there.
Awesome. Okay, great. So we'll do light metro this time. We'll do the elevated stations again here while we can get away with it. And we'll just try to snake our way down to 41st Street so that you're a little bit closer to
Or
the
even 31st. Again, people coming to or going to Mueller are going to be wanting to likely go further south.
oh, okay.
Or we could even have this just as the east line, and we just have it going south and then connect at the Capitol or all the way to the south to Congress. Maybe we,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this could just be a line in and of itself. We have the Cap line, we have the east line. This could be the east line.
Absolutely.
East,
This is going to be a completely different line that's going to have its own service running. I think that's
yeah,
right. So we got to figure out, where would people most likely want to go. And
so
because what we can actually do is make this an east-west line, right? Because we could actually just run it straight here and make it so that anyone who's coming from this way can get onto the subway, and
yep,
anyone or out to Mueller, and just create this easy east-west flow.
yeah. I think a connection in north, like maybe a connection point between 41st and 46th, like pretty much going from that Mueller stop directly across, going
Mm-hmm.
straight east west could be a good spot. And then again, we could
Okay.
have the north south East Austin corridor, just going south from Mueller. I actually have Google Maps on my other screen here, so I can kind of say, oh yeah, this is what's down there. In the again East
Okay.
Austin area. Um,
Let's do something cool here, because I like this. So we're going to aim for 41st, and we're going to try to actually get these So this is going to be at a 10-meter elevation. So we're actually going to have two stacked different subways there. And what'll happen is the game will actually turn this into one station.
Nice.
So you can transfer
different
to the
levels. Yep.
Exactly.
Perfect.
All right. And we'll come back down to 5 meters here to keep the costs down. And we got this golf course here, so we can cut across it pretty easily. Just got to figure out where we're going to connect in, because we got this sort of very residential area. So maybe we actually want to sort of follow the highway here. Not the height of realism, but we'll take it.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, or we could just say, oh, pretend it's all underground. We just don't feel like calculating the cost of what it would be for underground.
Harump. All right, so let's see what it looks like if we do this. Can we tie it in? Oh, there's a little dinky clubhouse there. I should have eminent domain it just out of principle, but okay. So we're gonna sacrifice some speed going around whatever this is, but I don't think we can afford to.
It's just a small business, Joe. Leave them alone.
Who is this? It looks like a tech school or something, or like a high school
on 40th Street. Let's see.
Yeah.
No, honestly, that's just a massive. I mean, there's like it's a big commercial center. So
cool.
Yeah, like there's a big HEB there, all that kind of fun stuff.
Nice.
If you don't know what HEB is, it's the best grocery store on the planet. Stands for Herbert E. Butts, and that man knew his grocery game. That's all I got to say.
Sponsored content.
Yeah,
or we could dream, right? Okay, so now we got this little guy going over here into Mueller. So we got Mueller Boulevard, Airport Road, Garcia. It's just still simulating. So even though really no one would ever walk across this highway here, in the game, they will just look at it.
Yeah.
What happens? What's down this way? Where could we go over here? Is this something?
Yeah, hang on one second. Let me just zoom out real quick. What is that down there? That might be the hospital, actually. Hang on. Do you know what street that's on?
Oh, that's a great spot.
I'll say, do you know what street that's on, Joe?
I don't. I think the next update they're adding the street names, which will make this a lot easier.
Okay.
But I kind of like not knowing. It's like, okay, you just have to look and see, okay, what actually makes sense here. Yeah, that looks like a hospital.
Yeah. I just feel guilty, not knowing my own city that well. No, I think that is.
Don't worry. I was doing Philly, and I was like, where the hell is this?
What on earth?
Yeah. Let's go down here. And then this road looks like it's going to be really easy to build down. So let's just take that easy win. And we'll just come over to this other side of the river. So you could get from Mueller over here if you wanted to on a single seat ride. Now we'll do some tracks. Don't want to knock down all the reasons to build transit here.
Yeah. And it looks like, that's bringing us up to Mopac, which is the other artery in Austin. So like the two major highways going north, south in Austin are Mopac and I-35.
Okay.
So I-35 is on the right side, Mopac's on the left side.
Cool. So we found the reasonable we found a reasonable connection, right? It builds in on the existing infrastructure that's there.
Yep.
Now we'll have this cool little east-west, right? And you remember this was like 800 million. Because this is light rail, it's only going to be 464 million.
Ooh.
Now we have to do one thing. We need to add the crossover so that the trains can turn around. It hasn't popped up for us, but the trains can get stuck if you screw up the signaling and stuff.
How'd you learn all this, by the way? Was it trial and error on your end, or?
Yeah, trial and error. I saw someone playing it online, and just it makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, it's it is fun. It's just sort of intuitive. Eventually, what do we want to call this one?
Maybe the hook for Hook'em.
Okay.
And maybe we can make it a triangle. We're just called the H line.
H line?
Just H, yeah. In the nice little triangle.
All right, and we'll go for this burnt orange color as well. This will be light metro. Now let's go ahead. We'll create the route and just hit, no valid path. What? What do you
Come
mean
on,
no
Joe.
valid? It doesn't like something that we did. It's probably this station, but we'll find out in a second. Did I miss it? Cancel edit. Edit route. What happens if we come this way? See, this is why no one should drive trains. They just don't work. I don't understand here.
Actually, Joe, one other question too. While you're fixing this,
Yeah.
Is it exclusively trains, or can you do other things like trolleys, buses, or is it like
right now?
Or is it all train
only?
Trains and subways, pretty much. Okay.
That actually, I think what I need to do is this. So these two stations are at different elevations. This one's at 10 meters. This one's at 5. So I need to go from this 10
down to 5.
Now I need to bring this down to 5.
Huzzah.
And I think we're connected now. Please let that have been it. Otherwise, it's going to be deleted from the
from the podcast.
From the VOD.
Hey, it looks like it worked.
Hey, all right.
Okay, cool.
We got it.
So
we'll just go down so it hits both sides. And what's important about hitting both sides is now with one line, we're servicing both east and west. So you know how it's like in New York, right? You'll see like, oh, the H line heading for Garcia Street. Or the H line heading for Jefferson Street. And that's how you get service both ways off a single line.
That's awesome. Okay.
So let's go ahead. We'll do, we need more train cars because this is light metro, not the heavy metro. We'll just buy a bunch. 40 minutes head time. That sucks. No one's going to wait 40 minutes.
No.
20 is pretty good, but let's do 13 for high demand, 20 for medium, and 40 minutes I think is okay for like those off-peak times. So now, boom, we have 2 lines that are connected.
And we're only losing $43 million.
That's 43,000.
Or
all right. So now let's come in.
I'm like M to me means million.
Yeah. Well, you need the MM.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I'm just so used to the K.
Yeah. So you can see we're losing money basically in every period right now.
Just
so let's jack up the amount a little bit. No one's gonna worry too much if it's not the cheapest way, but let's see what happens here as we sort of speed this up, hyperspeed, and let our demands happen.
Yeah,
because you can see now more people.
Yeah.
What's that?
Sorry. What's that gray bar at the top? Is that the number of riders?
Yeah.
Like, is that,
so you can see here.
Yeah. Are we like almost at our max?
Yeah, well, this is just relative to each other. So this one is up to 4,600 riders per day, and this one is at 800 already. But they'll add to each other because they make each other more relevant, right? Now you can get from Congress Ave down here
all the way
to Mueller with just a single transfer at 41st Street.
Yep.
You can see there's not a ton of people jumping on right now, but we can check our demand stats. And you can see that these colors are starting to change, right? Green means that people are walking to their job. Red means they're mostly driving. And blue, these blue ones are the new people. These are the ones that are now taking transit. So we can see these people used to drive from here to here. Now they can just walk a couple blocks and they're there.
Yep. Don't got to worry about parking, any of that stuff.
$3 each way. So we're winning hearts and minds, Aaron. Let's see what it looks like out here, right? Like, where do these guys go? Oh, they'd love if we could get out
to the airport.
What, to the new airport? I mean, this is probably a huge demand driver, right?
For sure.
Oh yeah, look at all this.
I would say we connect the Congress stop with the airport.
So get our heavy rail going down to the airport.
Yep.
Okay, I like it. I like it. So let's build some We'll slow this down a little bit and just so we're not burning too much money. Because we are losing money every day right now on operations. We don't have quite the ridership to have this. So I think you're right that we need to get some more ridership and get some more reasons for people to be taking this. So
and again,
if
being
we
able
want
to
to
go from the airport to Center City is a great spot. I would even say, again, we got Center City, we got Mueller, we'll add the domain in. I mean, those are big hubs where people will, when they're traveling for business, they'll stay, because Mueller, not so much, but the domain is a big one. That's where like Amazon is, Indeed, a lot of larger companies in Austin are downtown or in these other big commercial areas. Oh,
I love it. All right, so we got to figure out what's the best way to get there. It looks like if there's just if we follow this road straight in, it basically takes us the whole way. So let's get a stop close here to these airport buildings. This is probably like actually on the runway, but let's not worry about that too much. All right, so we'll do that.
Planes while you're well, I got a question. I mean, should we maybe just make one maybe not. I'll say do like one subway, just direct straight shot all the way to the airport from South Congress.
Sure.
That way a train can get to 80, 90 miles an hour and actually execute on that. So it's not to
do like an express line.
Yeah.
I think this is actually the road that's bus
right there. Yep.
All right, we got to make sure they get a stop.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cidercade. Not sponsored content.
So what was it so far? HEB and Cidercade. Neither of them are neither are sponsored, but
all right. So now we'll keep doing our elevated track. We're gonna lose some speed here, but that's how it goes sometimes. Because we can't delete the Cidercade.
No. That's the whole
point. It's a load-bearing Cidercade.
That's what made us that's what made us build this subway system or this train system to begin with.
That's right.
After we get the Cidercade and not to worry about Ubering.
I mean, they invented time travel there.
Yeah. Also, it's interesting, so if you're building over buildings, but it's not demolishing them, it's pretty much just saying, yeah, we're going to throw an overpass just between these two buildings.
Yeah, exactly. So it's definitely cheesing a little bit compared to real life.
Fine. This is not.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't actually touch something that is, on like the Google Maps view, then you don't have to demolish it. But if it does, then it does I think a tax record lookup to see like the value of the property.
It's so crazy. And the fact that it does it live like that is pretty insane.
Yeah. And it's like,
I would say if we're going to eminent domain anyone ever, it would be here. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Just knocking down some buildings.
Well, we don't have to. Because we'll just do a little bit of a loop here. We'll go out and then we'll make up for the extra distance with some speed. Why does it keep trying to go that way? Okay, there we go.
There you go.
All right, so now we'll add our crossover so the trains don't get stuck. Now what do we got here? So now we've got we either have an extension of this line or we have a new line here, but the cost is another bill. Not my money. Let's do it.
Also, I was going to say, this game also, I mean, it's obviously very different vein, but have you played Infection Zone or something like that?
No.
Hang on. I forget if it's called Infection Zone. Yeah, it's called Infection Zone. It's literally like a zombie survival game where you build a little colony, but you can actually pick anywhere on the map. So Joe, to give you an idea, I played it in Summers Point, New Jersey. And I chose literally because if you ever wonder where would you post up in a zombie apocalypse from your old neighborhood, where to go, it's a great game.
How dare you, Sarah? Of course we work. We're working hard right now.
We're pulling ass right now. There are people that are relying on us right now. They got to get to the airport.
Imaginary people.
Back to the content mill.
I mean, at least do this on Twitch or something and try to make some money off of it.
We are.
Yeah, we have OnlyFans going on right now.
Nonsense this week.
Oh. Am I going to be in your recording now, or can you edit me out?
I can edit you out.
Okay.
If
But
I
we're
want
totally
to.
going to keep you, if that's okay. You'll have to sign a disclosure, but
I revoke consent.
All right. So
I'm just kidding. You have my consent. Maybe blur my face.
Yeah, the good thing for me is I'm doing this at the office, so Kelsey thinks I'm working really, really hard right now.
Smart. That is the best place to game.
Until she looks at this video, that's all.
Oh, I'm sorry for blowing up your spot.
It's okay.
I think that's the right one. Okay. So I did two things here while we were talking, right? I extended the cap route so it goes along this entire trunk.
Nice.
That extended our times quite a bit.
So we got to add a lot more trains, right?
Yeah. Right. So what I did is I came in and I added the AX, or the Airport Express, that only goes up to South Congress and to the airport. So it's just this strip.
Nice.
So along here, they get twice as much options. You either take your AX or you take your cap, depending on where you're trying to get to.
Gotcha. Okay. But if you're just going South Congress to, was it 51st Street? I think we have the top end at. That's still.
Now you'd still have to only take the cap. We could make another route for up there, but I'm not sure if we have enough demand.
No, that's perfect. Now. Yeah.
So we'll see if this works. Okay, look, it's going all the way down now. So let's see how this ends up changing around our dynamics here. We'll pull up our route ridership. I should probably put some trains in this AX,
huh? Right?
So because this is just adding duration, I'm okay with this being a little bit lower.
I'm fine with that too. Yep.
Because you could still take your A, and that's so you can actually see what that would look like if we went to our favorite station, Old Riverside Drive, which let's just rename it to.
No, that's not it.
Oh no.
Nope. You call it Old Riverside Drive or Old Hickory, whatever you want to call it. The Riverside Drive one is the Cidercade.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. We'll call this Riverside then.
Yeah.
And this is going to be the Cidercade. So if we would come to our Cidercade stop, you can see what the departures look like, right? So now you got these two different trains. So you actually have, pretty often head times, right? You're looking at let's slow it down a bit. 1 minute, 2 minutes, and it just depends on which direction you're going. So, with this single trunk, you now have a lot of options for people.
That's awesome.
And now you could honestly get from Mueller
to the
airport with a single transfer at 41st Street.
Yep.
And we can actually plan that out. So let's say you were coming from Mueller Boulevard and you're coming to Airport Boulevard. Here are your options for what that would look like.
No, wait. Is Airport Boulevard the actual airport? The only reason I'm asking is there's actually Airport Boulevard in Austin.
What is this one? Oh, this is Burleson. Okay.
Yeah, so Burleson Drive Road. Let's change the station name. Just call it airport or the airport or something. ATX Airport.
ATX Airport. Perfect. Love it. So let's go from
back from Mueller to
Mueller Boulevard to ATX.
Oh, yep. 45 minutes.
45 minutes. Yep.
That's actually not bad. I mean, driving would probably get you there in 25 minutes, depending on time of day.
Sure.
But honestly,
right, because you could just take this straight down, right? You don't have to cut through the city.
Yeah, exactly. There's there's like a loop that goes around Austin north and south, like a big circle.
Mm-hmm.
The 180.
So maybe it's not so much for them, but maybe someone who's out here, right? If you're out at Jefferson Street,
Yep.
that's going to be a big difference if you're going from Jefferson to our ATX airport.
Yeah.
Now, same thing, 42 minutes. But I assume that's going to be a much further drive if you have to either cut through Congress or come all the way around, right?
Yep. Literally what you would do is you would just go south and then beeline across once you get past downtown.
Mm-hmm. Right. So you sort of wrap all the way around.
Yep.
Interesting.
But Joe, we're still losing money, dude. What do we do now?
I know. We're dying here. Well, what do we do? What are our demands, or what do our routes look like? So our cap is all of a sudden exploded. Everything's actually exploded. So we got 8,000 now on our cap line.
We got like 11,000 people riding now, which is pretty cool.
Yep. Oh, look, we're actually breaking even at 9 a.m.
Close. Very close.
Okay. We're still losing a little bit of money, but only 8 million lost yesterday. That's not bad. Let's speed it up a little bit and see how we do, because we just made some pretty big changes, and maybe what we have to do is bring in our expenses some while we're trying to build this demand.
What expenses would we bring in, you think? Like just cut down the number of trains, make the time a little longer?
Maybe we take off
cars per train less, because are we at capacity per train? If we're not on capacity, then maybe that's what we don't need.
Well, I think so. One thing we can definitely do is turn down the high demand of the cap, just because now that we've got this other one that's going, you don't need as much going there, I think. So, wow. That's
whoa. Nice.
That's where all of our demand,
our frequency, and we get an increase in ridership. Love it.
Yep. And you can see that. So these two are combined too, right? Because the AX and the cap are both on the same trunk. And then we've got our H that's going side to side, but this is lighter rail, right? So even though this is lower ridership, it costs us a lot less. So it's not that big a deal.
Is there a possibility on a rail by rail basis, Joe? Like, can we see what each line is the profit on each line is?
Not yet. It's one of my big requests right now. I think that's going to come out before it goes live. But this is crazy, because this was all built by a single guy who is a big transit nerd. Shocking.
Nice. Yeah.
But he said he did everything. Like, he did all this 3D modeling, like learned how to do all this.
Good for him, man.
And pulled in all this different census data, and he's still actively developing right now. So if you're interested in it, you can definitely go on his website and support him.
Yeah,
because he's still asking for development feedback to try to get what people are looking for out of this game. So I think it's pretty cool, and it's a real education and an interesting way to look at cities in a different way.
It really is. Also, just think about like other cool games created by single people. Have you played Manor Lords, by the way?
Oh yeah, that's crazy. That's another great city builder game.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely like a renaissance for indie games right now, where the cost or the ability for just one person to be able to build a game, it's getting more and more feasible. And also, like, there's a lot more people like us that are just like, yeah, even if like the game's not perfect or polished, like, we like what you're doing. Here's some money to keep it going, make it better. And actually, Joe, we turned a profit at hour 1400. There we go.
A couple hours here, we're actually making some profit now. So I'm pretty excited to see how that's turning out. I think we can maybe bring in this a little bit. Let's get rid of this express at nighttime when there are no flights.
Yeah.
Let's see how this H is going. I think that's okay. I mean, we could turn this off at night too, but I'm not sure. Maybe we'll turn that off at night too.
Otherwise, you're disconnecting Mueller off entirely.
Okay, sure. Make it so like if you're a nurse that's working there and you need to get to the hospital, there's still a train. You don't have to drive.
Yeah, and also there is a hospital in Mueller too. So that's actually where Dell Children's is. So
oh, okay.
there's a lot of
So there,
yeah,
I can imagine.
go figure. Yeah.
Oh, that's satisfying. We're seeing some good conversion now. I mean, we've got 18, almost 19,000 people riding on our
We got
elevated
over
subway.
20, it looks like.
Oh yeah,
3 + 2
including
+
our
2.
plate. Yep.
Yeah. Damn.
Let's see how our. Oh yeah, see you can
Look at all that
look at
blue.
this blue.
Love it.
All right,
That's
who's
so
how can we better serve the Slatercade? That's what I really want to know. Oh, screw that. They what? Why are they still driving? Just take the thing 2
just to
stops.
be spiteful. That's
Oh my
literally all
God.
it is.
You
And
know, you
there's
can
literally
horse
2
the
stops
water.
right there.
Oh my God.
Just hop on the cab train. That's all you got to do.
Yo, no cap. That's what they said.
Yeah. I mean,
All right, man. Well, I
yeah.
think we're coming up towards the end of our normal episode length. I think this was a lot of fun. I really enjoy
I love
sort of showing a new game to you.
Yeah, no, this was great. Maybe next time we don't have any guests, we can play Stratejo like we did in college.
I love that. Or maybe you'll have to
Matty Ices.
oh God. Or get you playing some Universa Europe 4, and we can try to conquer the world.
Yeah, it's Europa Universalis, Joe. And
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we could be 50 minutes is nothing. 50 minutes is okay, and now I unpause the game. That's
Now I can start playing.
now awesome. Well, Joe, thank you for sharing this game with me. This is pretty freaking awesome. I'm very happy I got to build this with you. And honestly, I'm down to, like, after the podcast, like, we do this a little bit more. This is fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you everyone for this new experimental episode, trying to bring a little bit more nonsense into the podcast. Let us know what you think. Where should we build next? What games should we try? And what did you think about trying to bring some civilization to the desert of Austin?
The hill country, Joe. Desert
country.
further out west,
Okay.